Welcome, friends, to Costa Rica. Today's beautiful morning class was designed to kickstart your day and set you on a course for success in whatever lies ahead of you. Every day, we are handed a blank slate. It's our choice what to do with it. And today, you can thank yourself for taking the initiative to set yourself up for the day that you want rather than the day that you are given. It seems so simple, but it's no easy feat to show up and ask for all that you dream. But the thing is that when you do, almost all of the time, it's exactly what you will receive. And with that, I invite you to roll out your mat and join me so that we can flow it out together. Good morning, friends. I'd like to begin today's class with a couple of conscious connective breaths to ground us and our mind and body here in this moment at the front of our mat. Take a big, deep hail, reaching up to the sky, raising your hands above your head, and slowly, as you exhale all that's in your lungs, bring your hands down to heart. With a big, deep inhale, let's do that again, bringing the palms together, looking up slightly, and consciously exhaling all that has filled up your lungs as you bring those hands back down to your heart again, feeling the consciousness of this moment. Let's inhale one more time and reach up to the sky, this time holding here, bringing your palms together and stretching, reaching, exhaling slowly and inhaling again. Take your left hand and grab your right wrist. Now on your next exhale, start to slowly bend to your left. You'll feel your right side body all the way from your shoulder down to your hip begin to wake up. Breathing into this stretch, bend a little bit more, a little further with each exhale. Listen to your body. On your next inhale, come up to neutral and grab your left wrist with your right hand and slowly bend to your right, pulling your side body awake, breathing into the stretch, keeping your feet planted firm. Imagine you're growing roots as you breathe in and out. Coming back up to neutral, let's bring your hands down to heart, slowly with another deep exhale. Find your stance, grounded on the mat. Let's take another deep inhale, reach up above our heads and forward fold down towards the ground. Letting gravity do the work. This is our first forward fold, so we're going to listen to our body and rock from our heels to our toes, just deepening the stretch down our hamstrings slightly. If this feels good, continue. If you'd like to try, you could grab both elbows with opposite hands and sink into the stillness. If your body is asking for a little bit of motion, you can rock slightly side to side. You can bend the knees just slightly as you sway. But find a connection as you inhale and exhale, moving with the breath, connecting to this moment, to your body right now, to everything that it's telling you. You're about to start your day. You have a blank slate. It can be anything that you want it to be. And today, you've decided it's going to be great. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be everything. On your next exhale, grab your hands behind your back and raise them up, which is actually down towards the earth as you fall deeper into the fold, opening up those shoulders and breathe into the stillness. We're going to add a little bit of motion here by dropping our left hand flat to the right side of our right foot and open with our right arm to the air. And as we exhale, we're going to do the exact opposite, reaching with that left hand up to the sky with an inhale And then exhaling, bringing the reached hand back down to the opposite side of the mat and reaching up with that right with an inhale. Exhale, right hand down to mat, left hand up, inhale. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, right hand up, inhale. Finding the natural rhythm of your body as you reach and breathe. Beautiful. Now let's stay here in this one and deepen the stretch. Reaching up, bending deeper at the waist. Little micro bend in the left leg as we sink with each exhale deeper into the stretch. Finding the stillness. Finding that connection to this moment right here. And exhale, dropping your opposite hand down to the mat. Finding the deepening stretch. With your left hand raised to the sky, breathing in and out. Now come on back down to neutral, still in the forward fold. Just bob up and down just slightly before you exhale and rise back up to standing. And with a full conscious inhale, let's raise our hands back up above our head, palms together, exhaling as we slowly bring them back down to heart. Taking a moment here to just check in with the breath, with what your body's saying, with the current moment. And now let's inhale, hands up above head. Exhale, forward fold to our first sun salutation. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right step back, right toes down to the mat. And inhale, coming back up with your arms overhead beautifully. Finding your lunge, keeping that right leg engaged and straight. Exhale, bring your hands back down onto the mat, coming into plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. On your next exhale, let's find your first downward facing dog of this practice. Lifting your body up, bringing your heels down towards the mat, keeping the legs straight and engaged, and your hands shoulder width apart flat on the mat. Drop your chest slowly with each breath towards the earth. Looking up towards the front of your mat, take 2 steps, walk towards, slowly rise up to standing. And with a big inhale, bring your hands up above your head. And exhale, hands down to your heart. All right, let's go over to the other side. With a big inhale, hands above head, forward fold, down to mat. Inhale, come halfway up, straighten the spine. Exhale, step back with your left leg, toes touching the mat, leg engaged. Inhale, bring your hands above your head, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, bring them back down to the mat, coming into your plank and slowly dropping down into chaturanga and inhaling as you come up to upward facing dog. Only to exhale, raising yourself back into downward facing dog, using that chest as it's pulled towards the earth. Breathing consciously, taking a moment here to check in as you look towards the front of your mat. Take 2 or 3 steps as you walk towards your hands. Come back up to standing. And inhale, raising your hands above the head, finishing this side of your sun salutation by bringing your hands consciously back down to heart. Inhale, hands up above head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, a little bit faster this time. Exhale, stepping back with your right leg. Inhale, bringing your body up. Exhale, back down to mat. Coming down into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now you can either hop or take 2 steps, coming to the front of your mat. Returning back up to standing. Inhaling, hands above. Exhaling, hands down. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back with your left foot. Inhale, rising back up, opening your heart to the front of your mat. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into downward. Now either hop or take 2 steps, coming back up to the front of your mat. rise back up to standing, raising your hands with a deep inhale, and finishing this side off by bringing your hands back consciously down to heart. We're going to take our samastiti here, our mountain pose. Open your palms up to the front of the mat, raising your chin slightly, opening up those shoulders, pushing your pelvis just slightly out, and holding space here on your mat with your feet flat and your balance rooted into the earth, breathing in and out consciously. Your day is beginning. You've showed up here. You're halfway through. How do you feel? Visualize the rest of your day unfolding out in front of you. You've taken the power to control this morning, and you will possess the power to control the rest of your day. Lifting your right foot up off the mat, bending at the knee. Let's bring your knee in close to your chest and rotate that right ankle. First a few times to the right, and then a few times to the left. On your next exhale, try to keep your balance. Extend that right leg back out behind you. Hands to chest, over your beating heart. Slight bend in your left leg, extending your right, pointing the toes slightly. Breathing in and out, imagining roots coming out of your feet. As you find your balance, using your dristi, bring your hands down to the mat slightly and slowly lower that right leg back down to the mat. And then with your next inhale, bring your hands up above your head, finding your lunge once again. With your left leg engaged, bearing most of the weight, straighten that right leg as much as you can and engage both quads and hamstrings. Tighten them, feeling the stretch deepen and the strength come alive. And slowly reach back with your left hand, grabbing the back of your right knee, opening up that chest, opening the stretch in your side body all the way down your right, and just breathe into it. Beautiful. Now on your next exhale, you're going to pivot your right foot to be square with the front of the mat and swing your arms so that your left elbow comes down to your left knee and you reach with your right all the way over to the front of your mat into your extended side angle. Holding the weight of your body in your legs, a little bit on your elbow, and breathe into it. On your next exhale, come back up to neutral and slide the right hand along the side right of your leg, lifting your left hand back up and over, opening the left side body and the chest to the front of your mat, deeply stretching into it with each breath. Now let's come back, if you'd like, to your extended side angle, but if you'd like to take it a little further, you can take your bind by bringing your left arm in and under that left leg, and then reach with your right arm behind your back and try to clasp your fingers together. This is your extended, binded side angle. And no matter which variation you choose, just remember to consciously breathe in and out. And on your next exhale, you can let go of the bind or come out of your extended side angle, bringing both feet pointed to the front of the mat, and take your wide-legged fold. Bending at the hips and at the waist, grabbing as far as you can down both your left and right leg, keeping the legs straight but micro-bending if that's more comfortable. You can find a little bit of motion and rock back and forth just slightly from your heels to your toes. Or, if the stillness serves you, just stay there. If you'd like to go a little deeper, clasp your hands behind your back just like we did with the regular forward fold and bring them down towards the earth, around the backside of your head, deepening the stretch with each breath in and out, watching the mind if it wanders, giving it a smile, and just returning back here to the mat. As you exhale, pivot your left foot, pointing towards the front, coming into lunge and stepping back into plank. With an exhale, chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog and flow it back out into downward facing dog, where you can walk your dog out here if you'd like, or just stay in stillness, reconnecting with the breath. Now step or hop to the front of the mat and slowly come back up to standing. With an inhale, hands above head, And you guessed it, exhale, slowly bring your hands back down to your heart. That was the end of one side. And now, let's begin with the other. Raising your left leg, bending at the knee, and rotating your foot to the left first and then into the right. Find your balance here. Take a moment. Imagine your foot growing roots into the earth as you extend backwards without touching that foot back down to the ground. Straighten that left leg. Bending over into Warrior 3, bring your hands to heart. Fixate your vision, your drishti, to the earth to find your balance. It, even though it's not a limb, is your second point connecting you to the earth to give you the balance you're looking for as you breathe in and out. Dropping your hands down to the mat, slowly lower your left foot back down and rise into lunge, hands above head, engaging, flexing that right quad and hamstring, really looking to extend that left leg as straight as you can, engaging those muscles to deepen the stretch and strengthen them. Now on your next exhale, drop that right hand back to the back side of your left leg, opening that left side body with your left hand reaching up, feeling the majestic beauty of this stretch as you sink deeper and deeper with each breath. Now on your next exhale, dropping that left arm, windmill the right up above your head, pivoting your left foot to point to the back side of your mat. Meet your right elbow to your right knee and reach with that left arm out and up above your head into extended side angle. And bring in your body consciousness. How does this asana feel? On your next exhale, reverse the asana by dropping your left hand down the left side of your left leg, reaching with that right arm up and above and over your head, feeling the right side body coming alive and opening up. Beautiful. Now come back to extended side angle, or if you'd like, take your bind like you did on the other side by bringing your right arm in and around to meet your left behind your back. Deepening the stretch, breathing into it. See, how long can you hold it? If you have to let go, it's perfectly okay. Listen to your body and just breathe. Beautiful. Letting go of the bind. Let's bring both hands back down to the mat and step back onto your toes into plank, exhaling down into chaturanga and flow it out with an upward facing dog and a downward facing dog. Now either step or jump up to the front of your mat and into yogic squat, bringing your right and your left feet to the edges of your mat. You can point the toes a little bit to the outside and sink down in, bringing your hands to your heart and your elbows inside your knees. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can extend your arms in a straight line out, pushing the knees wider out, opening up those hips, the groin, the inner hamstring, pushing deeper with each breath, opening up those knees, opening up that chest, and feeling the stillness and the breath inside this asana and all that your body is trying to communicate to you. You're listening today. Now exhale, bring your hands back to heart and slowly come back up to standing. Pigeon toe yourself back with your feet together. Inhale, hands above head. Exhale, folding forward onto your mat. Bending at the knees, come into a crouch and lower your body down into seated. Rolling onto your back and give yourself a well-deserved, beautiful hug. Pulling your knees in to the chest. You can make it more active by squeezing tightly, or more passive by dropping your head to the mat and just relax. Either way, this is a moment of gratitude as you hug your body and say thank you for this beautiful practice. As we drop our legs back down on the mat, let's come and meet either in hero on our knees or seated cross-legged right in the center, and take this moment to set the rest of our day with a beautiful intention and one last conscious breath as we reach up to the sky, palms together, and exhale all that's left inside our lungs. As we bring our hands down to heart, I want you to take a moment right now and note how you feel. All of this energy that you've cultivated, how alive it feels inside you. And promise, you'll not only protect it and nurture it, all that you've cultivated, but that you will share it too with everyone and everything you come in contact with today. I want to say thank you for spending this time with me, and I wish you nothing but the most perfect day ahead. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this beautiful class at Blue Spirit Yoga Retreat Center here in Nasara, Costa, Costa Rica. If you've ever received any type of value from Boho Beautiful or anything that we've ever created, the simplest way that you can support us on our mission to create free yoga and provide it to anyone here on YouTube would be to just simply go down and click subscribe to this channel. It's all you have to do. It costs you nothing, and honestly, it helps our content rise to the top and allows us to continue doing what we do here on YouTube for everyone. Other than that, if you'd like to take your practice a little bit deeper with us here at Boho Beautiful, you can click that little eye up in the corner there that says Boho Beautiful Official and check out Boho Beautiful Official, our custom streaming iOS and Android platform. It's free to check out. You can subscribe later, but if you want to just go poke around and have a look, just download the app, and it's that simple to do. With all this being said, one last thank you from the bottom of both mine and Juliana's heart. Thank you for being here with us. Namaste.